watching Viva Pilipinas, Mutya ng Pilipinas 2010. And if you're just tuning in now, ladies and gentlemen, you are right on time because it is now our final question and answer portion.
Ladies and gentlemen, if earlier was the major Q&A, now is the major question and answer portion. And for this one, it'll be done a bit more differently than our first question and answer portion. Now this will be the mechanics for the final question and answer portion. We will ask the same question of each of these girls on stage here right now to allow the judges to make an apples-to-apples comparison of their answers. Now, as we call the first candidate to join us here by the front, we will sequester the other 4 candidates backstage. They'll be wearing headsets so that they will not hear the question being asked of the candidate on stage right now. So let's call on our first candidate, our Mutya ng Lapu-Lapu City, Miss Sharon Grace Angel. Please join us here in the front. To the other 4 girls, please do step backstage to have your headsets placed.
Your final question. What do you think is the main obstacle that our country faces today when it comes to tourism? And as a beauty ambassador for tourism, how do you think you can help solve this problem?
Good evening, everyone. I think that the main obstacle our Philippine tourism is facing right now is the most talked about issue, the Hong Kong hostage incident. If I am given a chance, I would invite the Hong Kong Chief Executive, Honorable Donald Chang, to tour and visit to see how beautiful our country and the people is as a whole. And I will make him feel and show to him the trait a real Filipino has of being warm, cordial, and hospitable, and law-abiding people. And I think that these traits would make him change all the negative impacts he has in mind, and that no matter what, the Philippines would always be beautiful and a place of destination and a home. That would be all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sharon Grace Angel, inviting the Chief Executive of Hong Kong over here to help with our image in Hong Kong. And entering right now, our Mutya ng Pangasinan, Miss Barbie Salvador. Barbie, good evening. Sarah will do the honors of asking you the question.
Barbie, what do you think is the main obstacle that our country faces today when it comes to tourism? And as a beauty ambassador for tourism, how do you think you can help solve this problem?
Thank you for that. Before I answer that, I would like to send my condolences to the victims of the hostage crisis that we had earlier this week. In answer to that question, I think that the major problem that we have in the Philippines is the tainted image of the Philippine security in terms of tourism. And as a tourism ambassador, I would like to send out my message to all the world that the Philippines is still your home in Asia, and we love you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mutya ng Pangasinan. Home again in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, that's where the heart is. Miss Barbie Salvador. Now, from Southern Luzon, please welcome our Mutya ng Batangas, Miss Suzette Hernandez.
Good evening, Suzette. Your final question. What do you think is the main obstacle that our country faces today when it comes to tourism? And as a beauty ambassador for tourism, how do you think you can help solve this problem?
I believe that some people think that the Philippines is no longer a safe place to visit, and that's not true at all. The Philippines, we are known for our hospitality. We are very warm people, loving Filipino people, and that is what I'm very proud of. And wherever I go, I always brag about how warm we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Philippines, still a very safe and very warm country. Thank you very much. Our 4th finalist, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mutya ng Bicol, Miss Carla Lizardo.
Hello, Carla. Good evening. Your final question is as follows. What do you think is the main obstacle that our country faces today when it comes to tourism? And as a beauty ambassador for tourism, how do you think you can help solve this problem?
I believe that the biggest problem that Philippine tourism faces today is bad publicity. It seems as if all of the bad events that happen is the things that are highly publicized internationally. As a beauty ambassador of the Philippines, I believe that it would be my responsibility to uphold the image that we'd want to project to the other, to people from other countries. So by being a positive role model, I believe that I could change this image. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Positive public relations, courtesy of Mutya ng Pilipinas, to help stem the tide of bad publicity abroad. And last but not the least, representing the communities of East Coast USA, Mutya ng East Coast USA, Miss Christy Lynn Ashley McGarry.
Your final question. What do you think is the main obstacle that our country faces today when it comes to tourism? And as a beauty ambassador for tourism, how do you think you can help solve this problem?
The biggest obstacle I believe the Philippines has right now is the concern of one's personal safety. With the incidents that just recently happened in Manila, and with my title, I plan to advocate an improvement in the police society, in the police system. But not only that, but to remind everyone around the world that this could have happened anywhere within every race and within every country, that the Philippines still and will always be a beautiful place to visit. Thank you.
The Philippines, always a beautiful place to visit. Again, thank you very much. Our Mutya ng East Coast USA. Another round of applause, please, for our top 5 finalists.
And just like that, the destiny of our 5 finalists are sealed, and from their ranks will emerge this year's Mutya ng Pilipinas. They have performed to the best of their abilities, and for that, we congratulate them in advance.